Hello everyone, I will be reviewing Google Slides accessibility features. Now I realize that a lot of us will be doing Google Slides, most likely, but honestly, this is what I use to teach. So in all of my Google Slides, both literacy and in math, I like to link my videos directly into the slide to limit the advertisements on YouTube. I found that a lot of the advertisements are not suitable for kindergartners' eyes. Each video that I link this way contains alt text automatically, and I can check this by right-clicking on the video, going to Format Options. Alt text is going to be at the bottom of the list, and you can see that it already has it here. There is a lot. I can always read it, shorten it, add my own stuff, but it is already there automatically. Also, these videos can be closed captioned. Pause it. There we go. Can be closed captioning, turn it on and off down here. You can also change the speed of these videos depending on the need as well. So that's why I like these. So also you can put your own links into the slides as well. So let's say I find a different video that I want to put on for kids for later. So I can find the song that I want, let's say another letter K practice song. Maybe I want to put that in there. You want to make sure that you hit the space bar to turn your link green or bluish to make sure that it's active, so that if you go to click on it, you can see that it's going to go to the site. You can edit it, so you can show, you can change the text to what children see to make it more descriptive. So let's see, letter K song. And you want to hit apply, and it's going to change that wording for you. So then let's say maybe the kids are going to have a hard time clicking on these letters. I want to add an image. There's two ways to do it. You can do insert, image, search from the web, or there's this nice nifty little button here. Click on that, same thing. So let's say I want to do music note. I can make this image as big or as small as I want to. They have this whole box that they can click on, and I can insert a link to this as well. So you can go into insert, link, or press the shortcut key, Control K, and this window will pop up. You put in your link and hit apply. So now both of these will go to the same spot. It doesn't matter what the kids click on. They can click on the words, or they can click on this big picture. Again, you can make it as big or as small as you need to, depending on the need. So then my next slide. So I was reading about the reading order in the guideline website. So just like in PowerPoint, you can view the reading order. So you want to click on the slide, and you can hit the tab button to view the highlighted areas. But as you can see, my slides are a hot mess. It's jumping around everywhere. Pictures are getting picked twice. It's no good. So I want to fix it. So I was reading in the web accessibility guidelines that I can change it by clicking on one of the elements. I can go up here to the arrange menu, and I can go into order. I can bring to front, send it back. Or if you know the shortcut keys, they're also here. It'll make things a lot faster, so you don't have to keep going back and forth into the menu. So if you send them backwards, it'll make that element read first. If you send it forwards, it would make them read last. So if I want my kayak picture to be read first, I would send it, to the back. Oops, too far. Let me bring it up one more. So there we go. So when I click off and I hit the tab, oops, my bad. Let's try it again. So arrange, order, send it back. We go arrange, order, bring forward one time. So now it should work that the kayak is done first. Easy peasy. Let's see. And then in my slides, I try to keep my background color more softer colors. like pink or light blue, and I do not change the color during the lessons. My kids know that literacy is pink, math is a light blue, and I use a lot of black font in my slides to contrast the pastel colors, so it's easier to see the words. In my letter K practice slides, I could improve this by underlining, by bolding, and by changing this red into black to better suit my students. This way, there's a black on pink contrast, and the students with color blindness could have an easier time seeing the letter at the beginning of the words. They're not red, they're not blending in, and kids will be able to tell that that letter is special. So next I have a rainstorm picture. So I was also reading about how to insert alt text on the guideline website. So first you can click it. I like to right click because I like things to be fast. You can hit the format options, go all the way down to alt text, scroll down to description. You don't want to put it in the title. It just put in the description is a lot better for you. So here I could type in, let's see, a little girl wearing a rain coat and rain hat is standing in the rain, oopsies, with an umbrella in a field of yellow flowers. And the great thing about Google Slides is it automatically saves. So you do not have to save it. It's already there for when you want to, if you want to change it, if you want to add to it, get rid of it, it's up to you. And also, I was reading on making a list in Google Slides that they suggest using the actual list function. So I would go up here to make a text box. I would make my text box, and then I could use the list functions. Here's the shape functions to make like bullet note lists, or I can use the numbers to make my list instead of making my own. So next I have my vocabulary side. In chapter 8, reading under recommendation for difficulties with reception is to practice verbal rehearsal, where the students repeat, rephrase, remember. In my vocabulary slide, we do just that. I say the word, the students repeat. Next, I read the definition of the word. The students rephrase it with a partner. Last, we talk about the picture as the example of the vocabulary word. And in chapter 8, it also talks about making the slides or notes accessible for students to view later. This is something that I could be better with. Currently, my district does not participate in virtual learning unless it is absolutely necessary. Therefore, most of my students usually do not have access to a computer because we don't allow them to take their Chromebooks home and often can't access the resources in the slides. However, I could still put my lessons online and some extra resources for those special occasions that we are home, or if the student was able to log into their student account with some sort of device at home. So in the chapter, it talks about chunking information into smaller sections, and I believe that I accomplished this pretty well. Every day we start out with the letter of the week, we review the sounds, or we are introduced to the sounds. We identify it in words in the beginning and the middle. We listen for the sounds, and then we end up doing a worksheet to practice that letter. Now this one is a little bit easier. It's the first day of the week where we're just getting introduced to it. Other ones will be more of formative assessments as suggested in our reading. And then after their worksheet, we come back for a brain break. This was also recommended in the chapter on page 221 or 222. So the kids have like a 5-ish minute brain break where they can get a drink, go to the bathroom, you can talk to friends, you can dance, depends what we have on. And then when we come back, we work on the question of the week, maybe some vocabulary, read a story, and then we work on our sight word for the week. And then after, we usually do some sort of practice with the sight word. Maybe it's a worksheet, maybe it's some sort of writing. So the kids are getting that second form of formative assessment throughout the lesson. So this is my presentation. Thank you.